Namaste. So we made a chair yoga for the caregivers, and I thought somebody might want to get on the floor, so I thought I'd show you a few moves on the floor, a few stretches that might help your back, just help you feel better. So thanks for being here. Thank you so much for taking care of yourself. And let's just make our way to our backs. I've got my timer here so I can time the movements we're doing. So just slowly make your way down to your back and keep your feet on the floor. And maybe walk your feet out as wide as your hips. Now, I don't know you, I don't know your body, so please don't do anything that your doctors told you not to do. Don't do anything that hurts. Move slowly, move mindfully. And just start to focus on your breath. I like to bring my hand to my heart and one hand in my abdominal muscles. So even if you took just 5 minutes here every day, it could make a difference in the way that you feel. Allow your abdominal muscles to expand, feel your ribs expand. Notice your back, your shoulders, head, your neck, your feet. Just stay right here and breathe. Receive so much benefit. Maybe take your arms out wide. And take a deep inhale. As you exhale, let both legs shift to one side. So I call these windshield wipers. So both legs are leaning over to one side, and then bring your legs straight up and let your legs shift over to the other side. And your range of motion might be different. Inhale back to center. Exhale, legs go to one side, and just notice right now you're looking right above you. Let your legs go to the other side. Notice where you feel that. And then add in the turn of your head. So as your legs move one direction, look over your opposite shoulder. And then inhale back to center. And then exhale, let your legs shift to the right as you look over your opposite shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale one way. Back to center. And exhale. Come back to the center and hug your right knee into your body. And you're going to rotate your right hip. We did this in the chair class. And if you can see me, my hip's moving in a circle and the ball and socket. I don't know if you can see, I'm letting my sacrum shift from side to side as my hip rolls. I like to do that. Sometimes it feels good on my low back. Now rotate in the other direction. Deep inhales and exhales. You might close your eyes, notice what you feel. And then hug your right leg into your body. Your hands can be behind your leg or in front of your leg. If your hips and low back are tight, your leg may be out here. You could bring a strap or a towel around to hug it in closer. And just notice here where you feel this in your low back and your hips. Let your shoulders, your arms be heavy. This is good for your digestion too. As you inhale, let your leg move away from your body. And as you exhale, hug in. That's massaging your ascending colon. Deep inhale, letting your legs move away. Exhale, hug in. One more deep inhale, leg moving away, hugging in. And then hug in somewhere comfortable. You're not overstraining to hug in, and rotate your ankle. and the other direction. And then you could keep your foot here on the floor and take a few more breaths, or maybe begin extending your leg out. We're all going to be different. So you might have your leg here, here, anywhere along the path. Eventually, no hurry, you're going to stretch your leg all the way out. You'll feel a big old stretch through here, big old stretch. Again, you could rotate your ankle in one direction, the other direction. This is a place where I like to sometimes turn my head one side slowly, and then inhale the other side so you can get a little bit of release in your neck. And then look right above you and stretch your right leg all the way out on the floor. Turn your palms face up and just focus on your breath. Deep inhales and exhales. Allow your abdominal muscles, your ribs, your chest to expand. Really taking time. The pause is just as important as the movements, the poses that we're doing. Observe your right leg, your left leg, your right low back and hip, left low back and hip, and you can glance up each side of your spine and shoulder. You might feel different. Slowly bring your feet back to the floor and hug your left leg in. And just simply rotate your hip in a circle. Notice your back, your sacrum may be tipping from side to side as you rotate in a circle. One direction and the other direction. Deep inhales and exhales. And then pause and work with the forward and back motion. Inhale your leg away from you. Exhale, hug your leg in. Inhale, shifting away. You can breathe deeper. Feel your belly, your ribs expand. Exhale. When your leg hugs in, it presses the air out. One more deep inhale. And then keep hugging in. Your hands could be back here if that bothers your knee, and rotate your ankle in one direction and the other direction. And then pause. You could stay paused right here, breathing, noticing your back, your hips. You could start exploring, stretching your right leg out and your knee can be bent. And just know over time you're headed towards straight. You don't have to get there tonight or today. Right above you, let your shoulders be heavy and take a few deep inhales. Maybe look over your right shoulder and let your left shoulder be heavy. And then look over your left shoulder and let your right shoulder be heavy. Deep inhales. Right above you. Deep inhale and extend your left leg out. Take some deep breaths. Notice how you're feeling. Notice any changes. So I'm assuming you don't have a hip replacement. If you do have a hip replacement, let's talk before you start doing this next stretch, okay? So if it's okay for your hip, okay for your knee, go ahead and bend your knees and cross your right leg over your left leg. And I'm going to turn so that you can see me from this angle. So your knee is moving, it can move towards you and it can move away from you, but you want to gently, gently move your knee away from you. You want to flex your toes towards your shin, like this. That's going to activate, give you your most potent stretch and help support your knee. And then you're going to bring your hands behind your left leg. So your right hand's going to slide between your knees there, between your legs. And you may be tipping over to the right. Your hip may be tight. So you're trying to start shifting this way. So on the inhale, you're going to let your legs move away from your body just a little bit, and then exhale, gently hugging. Inhale, backing away just a little bit. And if you're shifted to the right, that's okay. You're still going back and forth. One more deep inhale, reaching open, and you're always moving towards shifting over. Your sacrum will feel level on the floor. Now, wherever you are, you're trying to move so this unit, this ankle thigh unit, are in line with your hip. Pause there and find that place where you're not all the way stretched open, but you're not all the way hugged in, kind of in the middle as you shift over. You feel your left leg still hugging towards you and your right leg very gently moving away. And you may see me gently pushing my forearm, my elbow. It's okay to do that. I really try now to teach people to use their muscles. It's hard to work these muscles, but it's really a place I need to work, and most people I think do. So, and when I'm using my muscles, I don't usually over torque. So you don't want to feel this on your knee. If you're pushing, you may accidentally torque on your knee and not feel it. So be really mindful of that. Know your leg is moving in that direction, but it doesn't have to get there today. Now take 3 deep inhales. Inhale, exhale out through your mouth. 2 more, deep inhale. 1 more, you might stick out your tongue, cross your eyes. And release. Take your feet out as wide as your mat again. Take your arms open wide and windshield wiper. Your legs go one direction. Turn your head in the opposite direction. Challenge yourself to move ultra slow here. Really tuning into all these little subtleties in your body as you shift one direction and the other. And then extend your legs out again and notice your right hip, your left hip. Wow. Your right low back, your left low back and glutes. When we take the time to observe what we've just done, it really helps us come back to the practice. Helps us feel. For me, this really released my low back, my hip. It feels like it's really laying close to the floor compared to the left one. So my mind's like, that helps. It's releasing tension. So I'm going to do the other side and remember why this practice is important. So if it's okay for your left leg, cross over. Flex your toes towards your shin, your knees gently moving away from you, and bring your hands behind your right leg. So the left hand sliding between your legs. If your left hip's heavy, you'll feel yourself being pulled over to the left. And that's okay. Not going to really hurt you. But notice if you shift this ankle thigh unit over to the right so it's in line with your right hip, notice what starts to happen in your left hip. This is my tighter side. And you may not be all the way over. That's okay. Wherever you are, start working with inhale, backing your leg away. Exhale, hugging your leg in. Inhale, backing away. When you hug in, you're going to get more of a potent stretch, so your foot might try to relax. Keep drawing your toes back. Inhale, backing away. Exhale, hugging. Find that place where you can hug in. You're not all the way in or all the way out. You can sustain it. You keep working on shifting to your right. Feeling your right leg hug in as your left leg gently moves away. It's what we call the union of opposites. And it's in all yoga. One muscle group, one movement, it's in one direction, and the other movement's in this opposite direction. Take 3 ginormous inhales. Stick your tongue out, cross your eyes. It sounds weird, but it's going to help release your jaw, the muscles of your face and eye sockets. One more deep inhale. And release. And cross your legs. Put your legs windshield wiper. Let your head rotate over the opposite shoulder. And then come back to neutral and hug your right leg in. You could keep your left foot on the floor or extend it out a little bit or all the way, whatever's best for you. So we may all be a little different here too. You could just bring your left hand to your right leg and gently draw your leg over if you've got anything going on with your back and you don't want to over rotate it. That should give you a nice stretch through your hip. You could look over your right shoulder. That's okay. If you feel like it'll be okay for you, you could rotate more, bringing that leg over. Make sure you're not pushing on your knee. Place your hand up on the belly, the outside of your leg, and look over your right shoulder. So your abdominal muscles expand, your ribs expand. If that feels like too much on your chest, on your arm, you could bend your right elbow and put your hand on your hip. And you can still look over your right shoulder and get that stretch through your chest. One more deep inhale. And then slowly come back to your back. Stretch your right leg out and pause again. Taking this, what they call an interoceptive pause, feeling the difference between your right and left side. Hug your left leg into your body. So, pardon me, you could have your other foot on the floor. Bring your right hand to the outside of your leg and you're gently drawing your hip over as you look to your left. So you could be here. You could have your leg extended any amount and just bring it over a little bit, getting through the hip, the low back a little to really get in through the sides and your spine. You can rotate more a little bit or a lot. When I go all the way over, my arm's kind of floating, and I didn't bring it with me, but you could put a block. Oh, here's one. You could put a block or a pillow under your arm for support. And again, if you don't have that, you can put your hand on your hip and keep rolling your shoulder open. This is a rotation in your spine, but it should never hurt. And I'm definitely feeling it in my hips and go back too. One more ginormous inhale. Feel your abdominal muscles, your ribs, your chest expand. And then slowly come back to your back. Place both feet on the floor and hug both knees in. So earlier we rotated one hip and the other. You can also pedal your knees when you're upside down and rock from side to side. If you have a dog, you might see them doing this. They kind of lay down and go their backs. They're pretty smart, so it feels nice to my back. If it hurts, don't do it. And then you could rest your feet on the floor and do your shavasana, your final rest like this. If you've got a couch, you could turn around and put your legs on the couch or just simply extend your legs out. As you stretch your legs out, notice your low back. If you're having any tension in your low back, you could put a pillow or a block, something under your knee to kind of take that tension out. And then I'm going to show you also the couch version. So I didn't bring a throw pillow with me, but your legs could be up on the couch, and you can see how my feet are kind of lifted up. You could put a pillow under your feet. You could let your legs kind of flop open. Just really wherever you are, whether you're stretched out or resting on your couch, really allow your body to feel the support of the earth underneath you, the symbolic earth. Allow yourself to breathe naturally and just notice changes in your body, physical changes. Check in with how you feel mentally. You can always change your position. I need my feet supported, so. Inhale, ask, where else could I soften? Check in, make sure your teeth are separated. See if you can consciously soften your jaw. If your mind wanders, just simply come back to your breath, back to your body. Slowly deepen your breathing. Make subtle movements with your fingers, with your toes, just coming back to this awareness. And wherever you are, feel your abdominal muscles expand away from your body. And as you exhale, feel your abdominal muscles hugging in towards your body. And bring your right leg into your body and then your left leg. Just, again, you could rock from side to side. Roll to either side you'd like to roll to and pause. So again, feeling the support of the earth underneath us. Slowly press yourself up and try to let your head be the very last thing. So you can see I'm like letting my head kind of lag behind like it's heavy. It is heavy. Slowly sit up. Bring your hands to your heart. Bow your head towards your own heart. Acknowledge yourself. These are the most challenging times I've ever known. So acknowledge yourself for taking care of yourself during this time. When we take care of ourselves, we're more able to take care of our family, our friends. more kind to our neighbors, our community. So thank you for doing your part and taking care of yourself. I appreciate you. Namaste. Please let me know. Everybody has tight hips right now, so let me know if you, I'm gonna next week show you some straight leg stretches. I was trying to keep it short. I thought that might be better. I'm not sure honestly how long this is, but hips are tight on everybody, so I wanted to share that to get going with you. I can do whatever you want to do, and if you need a different time for the live class, let me know too. I really want to work with you all and help serve you. Thank you so much. Namaste.